على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Alhamdulillah, it's a great pleasure to be again with you all at this blessed morning, and the time is run very fast. Our prayer that as Allah bless us, we have met this time, inshallah more blessed and good events to come, and inshallah hoping to meet always in dunya and akhirah, in this life and the hereafter, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. There is something related to our topic, which is purification, at-tazkiyah, that will help us too much to purify our heart. We have explained before about the importance of purification of the hearts and soul, and we gave an examples and from the life of the Prophet ﷺ and his companion and other great people. But we cannot cover all this subject in few days, because this subject is everyday subject, in fact, and it is our duty to try our best to push ourselves up by trying our best to purify our soul, struggle to do so. So one of the things which is very important to help is what we call it, your kindness towards others, your feelings, your heart feeling, especially when you disturb with someone, or when you have different opinions, opposite opinions with others, whether they're family, whether friends, whether, no matter who are they, and your concern towards others. This thing will help you to be effective person towards others, and in the meantime that will please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too much. You can do something for your own self, and this will consider for you, but if you do something for others, that will be for you and for others. The reward you will get double, and maybe Allah will double it many times for you. Example, if you pray, for example, to anyone, any of your friends, brothers, sisters, without his presence, in his absence, and just remember him, I prayed to him by name. What's going to happen at that time? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will assign an angel on your right, and this angel will say Ameen, and for you the same. Ameen, and for you the same. So when the angel say Ameen for you, you are praying your brother, and in the meantime the angel say Ameen for your dua, and he's saying for you also the same. So this is something if you pray. But if you share with others things, good things, and try to help them, that's something different. Example, you are a generous man, and anyone who have any finance problem or any issues, he will come to you to get help from you. That because you are generous. But if he come and ask you, and you give him more than he want, you are sakhi. This is higher than kareem, higher than generous, more generous. But if you go by yourself and search of the people whom they are in need, this is even higher. You go to see, you need anything, you need any help, before people ask. And the highest, when you give to someone any help, and you say to him, thank you for accepting my help. You're not expecting for him to say thank you so much. No, you are the one who say thank you, because this is going to be recorded for you. That is even higher. So these things is extraordinary in order for you to be accepted, and you will get Allah's please, subhanahu wa ta'ala. They said one young boy, he is about 25 years. I was reading in a newspaper. He is 25 years, and unfortunately he had a car accident. And that's affected his legs, where he became disabled. So the government gave him 20,000 euros in order for him to, to do operation or something like that. Instead of making an operation, he gave that money to a child who was disabled from birth. From when he was born, he was disabled. But there is a hope for him to recover if he go under operation, surgery. So they said, why you do that? You know what he said? He said, I have tried walking. Before 25 years I'm walking. Now I want someone else to try to walk. Oh, this is something extraordinary. This is what we call it ibda'. Someone have to innovate in a good manner. And this way is open for all of us to do that. Other incident, a very rich man. He has in his house many things, goods, going to be expired already. Chocolate, biscuit, canned food, already expired. So he put all in a basket, and when a poor man came to ask for help, he gave the basket to that poor man, that poor. So, it's all good brand, very expensive, but all expired. So the poor guy, he took this basket and said, why he give me all this? When he looked, it's all expired. Instead of throwing it in a rubbish, say I give to someone and make him, feel I am generous. You know that poor man, what he have done? He took the things, threw it, and he bought flowers, roses, and he put it in a basket and gave it to him, to the rich guy. So in return, so that when he saw it's roses and it's not expired like his food, fresh one, he was very embarrassed, because he do something and this one is. So he said, why you do so? Why? I gave you all expired. He said, everyone will give with according to his pure heart. If your heart pure, you give according to your heart, according to your generosity. So I'm poor, but I'm not like you. And you are rich, but you are not like me. Maybe you're blessed with richness in your money, but you have poor in your heart. This is a good lesson. So there are many things we can do, and that will help us to purify ourselves. Forgiving others, it's something very great. It's going to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's going to please the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if we can do that every day, it will be something different. In a time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he asked a Sahaba, all the companions around him, and he said to them, is there anyone today try to help poor man, poor family? Abu Bakr said, yes, it's me, Ya Rasulullah. When Rasulullah asked, they will say, they have to answer. But if never, they won't say. And no need for me to meet you. Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Today, I just came from hospital, I just had some money. But when the Prophet asks, you have to tell him, because you know. Of course, other people also said we have helped. Then he asked again, is there anyone today try to fix a problem between two brothers when they have fight, or husband and wife? Abu Bakr said, me, Ya Rasulullah. Then he said, is there anyone today do some, many he asked. Whenever he asked, Abu Bakr will say, yes, Ya Rasulullah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever do this, anyone from my ummah, perform these good deeds, there will be a gate in Jannah calling his name. Ya Allah, allow this person to enter from me to paradise. So Abu Bakr said, Ya Rasulullah, the one who have done all, what is going to happen? He said, there are people whom all the gates of paradise calling them, and you are one of them, Ya Abu Bakr. So faith and iman is not only when we pray or we fast to do something for ourselves. If you help someone else, that would be even better in a time of difficulties or any time. And this will really help us. If you have done these things, now what we want to reach to something higher. What is going to happen? You please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That means you will get, inshallah, Allah's love. He will love you. If He loves you, what is going to happen? He will call, Ya Jibreel. You call Angel Jibreel, alayhi salam. I love so and so, by name. Your name. Who will call it your name? Your Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your God. To Jibreel, Ya Jibreel, I love so and so. فأحبه. So you love him also. Jibreel will love him. And he will call in the heaven, oh people of heaven, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves so and so. So you love him. Then all the angels will love you, and your name will be known to all of them, and acceptance will be established for you on earth. Acceptance will be established for you on earth, meaning because of Allah's love, He will install your love in the hearts of His creation. They will love you and they will listen to you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open for you many doors of blessing, wisdom, so much things. That because His love to you, and that due to your special work. There are many people whom they practice these things, and that will keep their name high. I read once before, there's two incidents which I like it. We need to talk about something in our life, happen in our life. I don't want just to quote from those days. No, we have very good people, and everyone, they feel they are responsible about something. I was reading once that interview with whom, you won't imagine interview with whom, with Undertaker. Undertaker, the one who buried the bodies. Huh? They interview him. The last thing we will think to interview Undertaker. So they said to him, tell us about your job. And he said, well, and he lived there also in the cemetery. His house is there. Like a cottage. They said to him, well, why you live here? He said, I live with people. They won't harm me if I am with them. And if I leave them, in my absence, they won't bite me. They won't talk of me in my absence. Riba. Okay, tell us something interesting. He said, well, I have seen that many people, after they passed away, their beloved one, the the children, the husband to his wife, or her wife to the husband, or the parents to any. They might come and visit the grave every week, sometimes every month, and sometimes every year. But after that, maybe they forgot to come. They will be forgotten. The dead one, alas, no more. But I've seen someone without failure, every day will come and visit the grave of his mother. Every day. Whether it's winter, whether it's summer, he will come and sit there beside the grave and dua for her, pray for her. And he recite Quran. Every day. And because of that, I and him became a friend. I offer him tea. Sometimes he bring with him food. We share together. And he's a doctor. He has a clinic. And he's very known, very famous doctor. So I told him, why you have a good relation with your mother, even after she passed away. He said, my mother, she's the one who made me like that. She made me like that. She's the one who brought me up. She looked after me. She made me a nice person. And he said, when you go to him, his clinic, the poor people, free. He won't charge. And when they leave, before they go, they will find an envelope money for them to buy medicine also. He'll give them money to buy medicine. Really? He said, who can do this? You want here maybe not much. Someone to help. Okay. Then, subhanAllah, he said, this person passed away. And we buried him next to his mother. He said, I'm the one who washed him. I'm the one who do everything, funeral. He said, nowadays, every day there are a group of people coming to pray for him and for his mother. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least one. Without failure also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him with acceptance. Qabul in the heart of the people. So nobody will forget him. He said, till now, and sometime in a weekend, I will see bus will come, or buses will come to pray for him and for his mother. So he's still alive in the heart of the people. It's something very interesting. It's a nice story. It's a real one. But the thing is, can I do the same? Not in the same way, but I can at least to do something that the people will remember me after we leave this life. The second incident is, there is a program in Egypt, radio program, used to be long ago. It's a program of talking with the people whom they are down, they have family problems, and any issues. The program called like giving hope. Don't be depressed. Keep up. Don't lose hope. Something like that. Al-amal, the hope, they call it. So this program used to be once a week, after that become twice a week, and become every day at night. And people will call to ask this person, the program auditor, and this thing, to ask him about they will tell him about their problem. Okay, I cannot study, that one, I have problem with my wife, this one, my wife with her husband, I have problem with my parents with their children. So then they will discuss the issue, and they will find solution. And it was very effective. The rate was going very high. Giving hope. Someone, I am sick, then he will advise him. Someone say, okay, the doctor said like that. And the program used to be for 1 hour, become 2 hours. Then after that, become 3 hours. How people likes it. In radio. One day they want to interview this person in TV. They want to know who's he. And what type of person is he? How happy is he? And from where he got this inspiration to inspire the people. They brought him to TV. You can't imagine. He was whom? He was number one, he was a disabled, wheelchair. He can't see his specs, is very thick, and he has a lamp in his back, and he's small in size. You see him, he's half dead already. Yeah, no hope. When the interviewer sees him, he say, well, I don't know from where to start to ask you. I have now all my questions fly over from my mind. I want you to talk. You talk. You tell us, what is this? How you give hope, and I think you are hopeless. Really? He said, look, when I was small, I was, in my family, I noticed that I am boring to them. Because if I want to go to the bathroom, I need help. If I want to do this, I want to. But I tried my best to make them feel that I'm 50% normal, Don't look to 50% of disability, but look to 50% of I'm good. Yeah, in a glass of water, someone will see this glass, I will say, oh, half empty. Someone will say, this half water there. How positive you look to the things. So he said, I want them to listen to look to me not as someone who's sick. No, I have something also I can do. So my brothers, sometimes when they come with their friends to the house, they play football, they have problem who going to be in this position. So I interfere with them. They will say, okay, can you advise us, because you're not player. You don't know how to, so your advice will be like neutral. So I advise. Then someone else, I start advising people. People will come to, from neighbor. Then after that, somehow reach to one of them. He used to work in a radio station. Say, why not we make one program? They make a program. After that, continue. But we didn't tell the people. So he said, okay, what is your aim? That's the point. He said, if I am hopeless, because I have tested the test of hopeless, someone who have no hope. But why not I help others to have hope, to be helpful? Why not I be helpful to others? So I balance. So from there I started. And his advices was, subhanAllah, super to many people, disabled. If he is a disabled and he managed to do something good, how about us? We are, alhamdulillah. But sometimes we have not trust in our own selves. We have not trust to our own selves. Always I will say, I cannot do it. I won't be able to do that. They say in China, in one of the emperors, or there is the king or the ruler or whatever, his army, whenever they go to fight, he has a coin. Before they go to fight, he will stand to the army and say, look, if it is number, we are losing. If it is what's it called? Picture, we are a winner. So if it's a picture, yeah, we are going to win. They go and fight, they win. Always they are winner. One day when he was sick, now his son going to take over, the son said, Father, give me the coin. He said, here is it. He looked, the coin, both pictures. He said, you cheating us? He said, no. The coin is not the one who make us win. It's you yourself. When you are positive, you will win. And this is the simplest way to. So you can do it. We can do many things. So much things we can do. And if you sit, what I can do, something, around, anything. Not to just keep quiet. And why we are saying that, in order for us to be beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see? And they are the ways, the good deeds, there are many. so much of, there are many places for us to be someone, for us to be known. Known by what? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be known. So these things is one of the very important things we can do to purify ourselves. When I do something good, Allah will love me, and when He loves me, He will change my life. He would push for that, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I think we will be able to do it, no matter, where we live, or no matter with whom. But there must be something good we can do. Innovation, ibda', something to think, something to do. Yeah, you heard this singer Maher Zain? Maher Zain, quite popular. You know what they have done? The good things, the songs that we have, it's in a sheet, but he made it in this style of songs, a Western style. They are men everywhere. The people whom they're not very close to masjid. You cannot go to masjid for many reasons, But not that mean they have no faith. No, everyone has faith inside him. The light of faith, maybe it's dimmed little, but this dim can be increased, and you need to know how to do that. I give you example. There is one boy. He never pray 5 times. And so ulama said, he's called him, you are like that. No. A wise alim, wise, came to him, say, my son, why not praying? This is your connection. This is your telephone number, direct connection with Allah. Salat is mean sila. Sila is mean connection. And this is direct number, 24434. 24434. 2 subuh, 4 zuhur, 4 asr, 3 maghrib, 4 isha. This number you dial always. And once it happened with me in one of the lectures, I said that 24434 and this direct. Next day I was working, someone made me say, Shaykh, the number you tell me, that's the no. We are telling him 24434, Say, Shaykh, I feel lazy to pray. It's laziness. Nobody wants just really. This laziness is a problem. You can say it's a problem, yes, but it won't take us away from Iman. No, nobody can say that. Then nobody knows about Iman, only Allah, because this Iman belongs to Him. So no one can say your Iman is 60% or your Iman 20%. No one can say that. People praying maybe 5-time prayer in the masjid and do this, but there's someone else, he pray, but not like them, but he do something better, helping others. That also will make him high. It's a competition. Everyone have his own field. So he said, yeah, Shaykh, I have problems. I cannot pray, on time and this and so. So I said, if I can, I better to. The Shaykh said, okay, I will make contract with you. Contract. You pray for 40 days only. Try on time. Try. If you are able, better to pray at masjid. If not, at least on time. For 40 days. After 40 days over, no need to pray the entire of your life. Are you sure, Ya Shaykh? Really? Fatwa? Fatwa. So he tried his best. And the Shaykh was monitoring him. He go to masjid sometimes. Sometimes when he go to masjid, he will hear lecture. So he will sit for a while to listen. And sometimes when he pray, when praying to Allah, and Allah is with you. So He's pulling you. You begin getting closer to Him 1 meter, He's getting closer to you 100 meters. So he listened from here, he do something from there, So he, subhanallah, at the last day after Isha, the 40th day, when he came out from masjid, the Shaykh came to him, the alim. Said, my son, today is the end of the contract. Expire. 40 days, over. So no need for you to pray. He said, what? So yeah, we say 40 days, no need for you to pray. He said, no. I cannot leave prayer anymore. Why? He said, it's become part of me. Listen here, I found myself now. And that's a wise, it's better understood of, come, why not pray? You know, for you will be Jahannam. Fire will be. And if you not pray, sometime our unfortunately, so sometime the kids, the children, the parents will say, if not pray, Shaitan will come from underneath, you know, and he will make them scared. No, don't do that, I said. Why you make them like this? Don't interfere, devil, in this issue. Always. So it's really, and that was the Prophet way, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in a beautiful way. ادعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة, wisdom والموعظة الحسنة. Good advice. A man came to him. He was a chief of tribe. Chief of tribe in Arabia was the king. If the people will sacrifice themselves to him. So he came and say, I want to embrace Islam and this one. Okay, what to do? أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. What else? Prayer. 5 times. How to pray? Qiyam, standing, then ruku'. Bow. He said, bow? I am a king. I won't bow to anyone. People bowing to me. I won't bow, even if to my God. He didn't say there is sujood. Bow, he won't accept. How about to say there is prostrate and put forehead in the... You know what Rasulullah said to him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He said, you pray standing, no need to bow. He don't know anything. I have to teach him all fiqh. When someone come to, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. Assalamu alaikum. No, step. Like child when he born, step by step. You don't want the child when he born, please eat this sandwich. Cannot be. So we don't know anything about Islam. What is Islam all about? What is purification? We don't know anything. So when he entered and he started listening, hearing, practicing, he knows who's the God, who's the creator of heavens, who's the creator of earth, why I'm in this life, where I'm to go, where I'm going to go, with whom I'm going to be. These all questions start raising, and the answer he found it also there, in a merciful way of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then, subhanallah, they saw him after that he was a person whose his sujood, the longest one among all. Sujood, when he put his forehead in a prostrate, is the longest one. Before he don't want to bow. Now he sujood and very long also. That's what Sayyidina Rasulullah said. The closeness to be to Allah in the position of sujood. Humbleness. So that is something different. The way we advise. And there's a group of alims once. They brought one boy, he never prayed 5 times. The 10 of them, 10 ulama, scholars. They make court, like judgment. So, why not praying? This one's called. He was, like, one of the ulama, he was, the last one, he was just watching. Then he asked the boy, why are you not praying 5 times, my son? He said, yeah, Shaykh, you said 5 times. I can't pray Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. Subuh, I cannot. I always sleep. Lazy. So I said, this is hypocrite. So if I'm not going to pray Subuh, and to be hypocrite, better not to pray all. He gave fatwa to himself. The Shaykh, so your problem is Fajr only, Salat Subuh, 1 prayer. 4 other prayers, no issue. He said, no problem. So okay, I give you fatwa, you pray only 4 times. No need to pray for Subuh. Sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. Don't pray Subuh. Do only 4. Deal? It's a deal. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. The 9 other scholars, what you have done? What is this? He said, look, me alone, I managed to make him pray 4 times. Now 9 of you try to make him pray support. 9 of you unite together and try to make him pray support. But I managed to make him pray. Wisdom, no, he prayed 4 times now. After that he will, inshallah. So we have to be like that. Other issue, unfortunately, now we bring the other dark side of the story. I have one of my friends, he studied with me, he was my classmate in Baghdad, primary, secondary, college. Then he lived in London, he's a citizen there. A few months ago I was in Sri Lanka. Then he called me, he said, where are you? I just miss you too much, I want to see you. So I said, I'm Sri Lanka. He took a flight and came. And we spent a few days, then we got to Malaysia together and Singapore. And we spent about 1 week together. Then he told me something interesting. His uncle, he's aged about 75 years. He lived in London also. But he never prayed a single time in his life. No prayer. At all. And sometimes when people pray, come let us pray, he say, no. They think you have prayed already. No, I never pray. What? Yeah, I never pray. What? Are you crazy? Are you? They scold him. Then he become more, stubborn. No one can. You say one day he was walking in London, then next to one masjid, he heard the azan calling for the prayer. Allahu Akbar. He said, well, you find that he was walking, just buying something. Why not I enter to masjid and pray? He himself now. We said there is the light of faith is there. It's dimmed, but it's there. It's not. No one can say it's dark totally. No, it's there. You cannot see, but you have to, just increase it. So he entered to the masjid, first time in his life. Then somehow his position became just behind the first line, behind the imam, the one who lead the prayer. But he don't know how to pray. So what he was doing, he looking how they do, and he just do like the people. He looked to them and pray. His hand when he put like that, left we put on the right, not right to the left. And so it was all, because he never prayed, don't know. After finish, the imam turned to him. Don't pray like dog. This is dog's prayer. You don't know this one is wrong. Someone who first time enter and he is, and someone talk with him like that, in front of the people, is embarrassing. And he was very angry. He said to Imam, come outside the masjid for a while. They go outside the masjid. He said to him, look, my age is 75 years. And I never pray. This is the first time I enter masjid in my life. But 75 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still opened the door for me of His masjid, never closed in my face. But you and people like you, they are the one who close the doors in our face. You don't know how to advise, don't know how to bring people, don't know how to talk with them. Sayyidina Rasulullah said, sweet words, sadaqah. He says, smiling in the brother's face, when you see him just smile, is sadaqah. Consider as charity, and Allah will write it for you as charity. If you are poor, you cannot pay, just smile, consider sadaqah for you. So, we have to change this. We start from our own selves, and helping others to do the same. In order for we to be high in Allah's position. You have to clear unwanted things stuck in our heart. You see, like you have a cabinet in the house. Sometimes you have cabinet. My mother used to have cabinet. Anything unwanted she would put in the cabinet closed. One day when she opened, the whole thing came out. I said, this is too much. And these are all unwanted things. You see what? So our heart, unwanted things, just loaded, it's congested. He tried to this one, I don't like this one, he have said something about me, I forgive, but I still remember that one. Forget about that. This heart belongs to Allah. Don't let Allah look to your heart in this situation. If your dua not accepted, because your heart is not stationed in Allah's door, is away. So we have to do our best to clear off the heart. Then we will find ourselves going higher and higher in our faith, inshallah. We pray that Allah will help us to be among those who are going to be accepted by Him, inshallah. And we pray that He will, inshallah, bless us to perform all the good deeds that's going to help us to go higher in our position, inshallah. And we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us, inshallah, to meet Him in this world and in the hereafter. And we ask Allah to delight us with nearness to Him and the sight of Him. Ya Allah, let us be among those who are well pleased with You to the exclusion of everything apart from You. Ya Allah, bless us to make us extend to everything apart from You. Ya Allah, bless us to be good for ourselves, for our families. Treat us generously in this world, but cause us to have little appetite of it. Do not keep it from us and make us greedy for it, so that we perish in seeking it. Ya Allah, bring us back to You. Keep us stationed at Your door. Let us be Yours, in You and with You. Let us rejoice in serving You. Let our taking and our giving be for Your sake always. Ya Allah, inspire us with our light guidance and grant us refuge from the evil of our own selves. Make us preoccupied with You, excluding every one apart from You. Our Lord, enter the house of our heart without the slightest hesitation, because there is nothing in it whatsoever apart from the pain of separation from You. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا والدينا والجماعة الحاضرين والحاضرات. Ya Allah, to all our brothers and sisters, bless them with best support. Keep them always protected from all the bad things of this life. Free them, Ya Allah, bless them to be protected always from the evil of the seen and the unseen. Bless us, Ya Allah, bless this world to have a happiness and peace. Let us always clear all the doubt from our heart. Bless us, Ya Allah, to be always, to see us always in the place which You love us to be. And bless us, Ya Allah, to be away from all the bad places which You forbidden us to be. Bless us all with our family, our children, to be always in a straight path, and to follow the straight path, and to have love to all, and to be among pious people. والصالحين والصالحات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلى الله عليه وسلم محمد وآله وصحبه الحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.